And when she went through it, I'm sorry, but, leftover tears are dripping down into my nose cavities. When she went through it, she had a hard time with it, and she ended up getting pregnant again and having a little girl who's super smart and beautiful and healthy. And she already had a son before that. Also, another friend of mine who is pregnant now, she told me that she went through it. I waited a little bit to tell her. She actually had texted me last night, and I did not really want to tell her because she is pregnant, and I just didn't want her to feel like she's obligated. I just know when you're pregnant, you're just like tunnel vision. You're everything. You forget everything. You don't see anything. So like, I know from experience that it's a difficult time, and I just didn't want to make that more difficult. Oh my God. Do you see my tears? That's not even boogers. That's just tears. Oh my God. Oh. It was just staying right there. I thought I wiped it away. But anyway, and I have a few other friends that have experienced that in my past, and I have a few family members that have experienced that. I know that I am 38 years old. I also know that I have rheumatoid arthritis. That is an autoimmune disease, which is really difficult on its own to deal with on a daily basis. I have struggled with it, and I have not let that beat me down to the point where I am not going to do the regular things, but there are days where I'm staying in bed all day. So things like that of that nature, those are the things that I do deal with. So anyway, me and Matthew did cry, and he had a hard time with it for a couple of days to understand that he wanted one more. And I'm at the place now that I'm not really sure if I really want to try again. I just feel like we're so lucky. I just don't want to rock the boat. But, I mean, I just didn't want to be 40 years old because I plan on doing a family vacation for my 40th. I just didn't want to be either pregnant or with a 1-year-old, which I would have been with a 1-year-old on a trip, which I have been. Maya was like 1.5, I believe, going on 2 that year. I was going to be 2. She was going to be 2, I'm sorry. She was going to be 2 that year. We went to Puerto Rico for a big family trip. So, of that nature, I did do it. I mean, I had help, but it's different when you have a 4-year-old that you have to take care of and a 1-year-old on a trip that's not going to be anywhere near home. You start bringing the stroller, the car seat, the playpen. I mean, you are a walking, moving machine, and it's pretty crazy. I'm not going to say never is never because I don't know what God has in store for me. I know that today is a good day, and yesterday was a good day. I have my moments. I think everybody does, But I will say that in general, I'm excited and I'm not sad. I don't want anybody calling me to let me know their condolences and all of that because it's not a death per se. It's something that actually is more common than anybody knows. We are okay, and we will be. And Maya is great, and she's a little sad. I mean, she knows what was going to happen, and she also knows what isn't happening anymore. She doesn't really get the severity of it, but she definitely knows that she will not be getting a brother or sister. So she does understand that I did have a baby in my belly, and I currently do not have one now. The procedure I did asked me right before the procedure if they can do one more ultrasound just to make sure that there is no life. And she said it has been confirmed already with blood tests. So they already knew also with the blood test that they made me take while I was at the doctor's office. Oh my God. Now I have a stuffy nose. Don't cry on camera, people. And you start to have like crazy black circles. And to get a stuffy, crazy nose. Nothing in my nose though. But anyway, I will say that we're living in a different time now. I don't know if we're in a recession or we are in a financial crisis in this country. But I will say that it's a difficult time. And with me being home right now with Maya is different. And I just want to talk about being a mom and talk about the things that we're going to be going through. Also talk about the difficulties of having a miscarriage, the medical results. I do find out they did decide to take the fetus and test it to see if there was something wrong. They're not going to do the other test, which is, I believe, it's like a gene test to see if maybe there was something in the gene that maybe caused this. Which also would determine if the baby had Down syndrome or whatnot. But she basically told me that a lot of women get pregnant, which she said the fact that I got pregnant with my condition and my age and blah, 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 it's really, really good. So she basically told me that if I wanted to get pregnant again, I probably would, and I probably would have a successful pregnancy since my first pregnancy was extremely successful. Now, with that, I'm not really sure if what they find is going to change my mind saying, oh, tomorrow I decide I'm just going to have a baby because I want to have one right now. Or is it going to be where it's like, you have this medical condition and this could happen again and again and again. So it's my decision, I believe. So I think I'm just going to talk about the subjects of that matter moving forward. I'm also going to do some happy stuff and post some images of Maya and some information. I went to this really good urgent care today, and they were so nice, but I honestly kind of already knew what was wrong with Maya, but I just wanted to be 100% sure, because being a mom, you have these instincts that just kick in, and you just know, and you just feel it in your bones. But when you have a husband that's like, dude, just take her to urgent care. I saw what her eye looked like. So this morning her eye was extremely, extremely swollen. Yesterday I had noticed that her eyelid on this portion of her eye was a little tiny swollen, but nothing up here, nothing in this area, not even down here. It was this little tiny portion of what you could see right here of her eye, right? It was a little tiny round thing like that, but it wasn't a sty. But when I lifted her eye up, I could see right in this crevice right there that she had a little tiny, I don't know what you would call it. It looks like a blister, but it's not a blister. And I touched it. Of course, my hands were clean. They might not be right now, but they were clean. And I did touch it to see if it was a movable or if it was like an object that just got on her eyelid. And it wasn't. So I left it alone. So that way she could not mess with it. I told her not to touch it. Well, this morning when I woke up, oh, my poor baby's eye was so big. I'm going to show you the photo. I'm going to show you the photo of my baby's eye. I felt so bad. I don't know if everybody could see. Look at her little... Oh, my bad. Oh, there it goes. Look at her eye, how swollen versus this one. I let her hair out at night sometimes so that way her hair won't be so tight. Even though it is good to make it grow faster, but she has a lot of hair. It is as is right now, and I do not want her to have so much more. She has a mane, and it's very long. But that's her little eye. It felt so bad. And her little face and lips were a little tiny swollen. I think because she have been rubbing her eye. Now, when I did that, I took her to urgent care. I was like, oh, I bet you it's a freaking sty. I bet you it's a freaking sty. And now I'm going to have like $150 doctor visit because we have PPO, and PPO is the worst insurance in life. Blue Shield, no thank you. We're under my husband's insurance since I lost my job. I was not fired, y'all. I was let go. I was let go amongst a bunch of other people. A lot of people were let go. So, calm your horses. Don't talk trash. I was let go. I'm okay with it, though. I get to be home with my daughter, and I have nothing to complain about. So other than that, that's what happened this morning. And then I said, you know what? I have not told everybody what happened, so I probably should tell everybody. So, hey, y'all. Thank you for the support, and I hope to gain some followers, and looking forward to my next post in the next 2 days. I'm going to call it my kitchen convo. I don't know what you should call it. What should I call... Oh, stupid hair right here. I've been trying to push it down, and it just wants to go crazy. I don't know what to call it. I keep having conversations right here in my cute little kitchen. I love this little kitchen. A lot of space down below there. A lot of corner space. I don't know if you see by my refrigerator, but I have also another counter that reaches to my refrigerator. And then all this counter space. But there's even more. But I'll just show you a slight bit. Don't mind my mops and brooms and stuff. But that is my patio door that goes out to my cute backyard, which I have 4 dogs. Yes, 4. I thought I only had 3, but I've inherited my mother's little dog. And he just comes over every single day. Other than that, that's pretty much it.